Okay, so in an effort to spread cyberbullying and cyber harassment awareness, I am doing this video, and there is not enough awareness on cyberbullying and cyber harassment. I just learned I learned the sad news that Mikayla Raines recently passed away. She passed away on June 30th of this year. And I am a huge supporter of her work. She was 30 years old when she died. She left behind a beautiful little girl. She left behind a loving, caring husband. And she also left behind beautiful foxes that she loved. She loved her family. She loved her animals. She loved what she did. She was passionate about rescuing and saving these foxes. One of my favorite foxes of Mikayla's is Finnegan Fox. Finnegan Fox, he is so adorable. I just love him so much. He is just so cute. But I want to spread awareness on cyber harassment and cyberbullying. Unfortunately, Mikayla Raines passed away. She died by suicide on June 30th this year. And I was shocked when I learned the news. And I saw a video here on YouTube that she had passed away. Like, I was reading through the comments and people were commenting, "Rest in peace, Mikayla." And I'm like, what happened? And so I did more research and learned that Mikayla Raines, she has amassed over 1 million subscribers here on YouTube. She has close to 700,000 followers on Instagram, almost 1 million followers on Instagram. I'm not sure if her and her husband have a TikTok for Save a Fox, but her YouTube channel name is called Save a Fox. I will link her YouTube channel down below in my description box. And so Mikayla Raines, I'm not sure how many foxes she has saved and rescued, but I believe it is close to almost 200 foxes that she has saved and rescued. And one of her foxes that she has saved and rescued is Finnegan Fox. Unfortunately, Mikayla Raines, she took her own life by suicide. She was suffering in silence. And many people are suffering in silence. And not only was Mikayla Raines suffering in silence, she was battling with mental health. She was battling with depression and other mental health issues. And she was in a dark place and no one knew. No one knew. I believe her husband was aware of her mental health issues and that she was battling with a lot of different things, including depression. And he was also aware that she was dealing with online harassment. Mikayla Raines was being harassed, severely harassed and bullied, cyberbullied by people online, on Reddit forums. Save a Fox Snark, that was one of the Reddit forums that was harassing and bullying her. She was also being cyberbullied and harassed here on YouTube, anywhere where she had an online presence. Now, what I feel, the reason, and she was also being harassed by people in the fur community. So the fur community is basically a community of people. People who are in this community are people who are also saving and rescuing animals, or people who are pet owners or whatever, but they are in the fur community. They were also, strangers were harassing her. People who she thought was her friend, was harassing, bullying her. Now, what it is, I bet you that most of the people in on these online forums, most of the people that were harassing and bullying her online were female. Mikayla Raines was making a positive change in her community. Mikayla Raines was doing something big. She was doing something exclusive that most people could not do. Most people cannot rescue 150 wild foxes, build a bond with them, make a profit off of that, make a business off of that. People were jealous of her. A lot of people were triggered by that, which is why they targeted Mikayla Raines. And that's one of the reasons why, I can relate to Mikayla Raines. I am a depression survivor. I became depressed. I am in a relationship, by the way. My last relationship, he was narcissistically abusive, and I became depressed. Something came up in the relationship. I'm not going to share what that is. I don't share too much about my personal life here online. And I became depressed. And it got worse when he discarded me in 2020, when he narcissistically discarded me. And so I was severely depressed. I became an emotional eater. I have never been suicidal and never will be suicidal, but it took a toll on me mentally and emotionally. I started getting smear campaigned here on YouTube in 2019. I started spiraling mentally and emotionally in 2020 because of that breakup. I started spiraling and people were taking notice that I seemed angry, but they didn't know what was going on. I was angry. I was bitter because of the breakup. I was having a hard time coping with it. And so basically people targeted me for that. And it was their entertainment seeing me spiral. And so I was reacting to the smear campaign in 2019, and that basically made other women and people who I thought supported me start smear campaigning me because they saw that I was reacting. And so I was already in a vulnerable state because I was depressed. And people knew that something was going on. And so they preyed upon that. They targeted me for that. And so I had been smeared from 2019 until November 2023. And around sometime in November, another YouTuber who also talked about narcissists, and she still posts on YouTube. She's still active on YouTube. A lot of the people who participated in the smear campaigns and launched the smear campaigns against me are still active on YouTube. And I know they're watching my YouTube channel, by the way. She created a fake YouTube channel, not showing her face. And it was dedicated to smearing me, to basically her way of exposing me. And they were accusing me of abusing my subscribers. And so a lot of the things that I have experienced in the past on YouTube, Mikayla experienced. So I have experienced cyber harassment. I have experienced bullying. A lot of the smear campaigns were taking place on like other YouTubers who also talk about narcissists, were creating videos about me, and then people who I thought supported me, subscribers who I thought supported me, would go on other YouTubers' channels, launching smear campaigns against me in the comment section on other narc channels, narcissism awareness YouTube channels. And so basically me reacting to the initial smear campaigns in 2019 perpetuated a cycle of people smearing me because they saw I was reacting. But I'm not a sensitive person. I bounced back from all of that. I bounced back from the smear campaigns. I bounced back from my narcissistically abusive relationship. And so I am a survivor of online harassment, online cyberbullying. I am a survivor of domestic violence. I am a survivor of narcissistic abuse. I am a survivor of depression. I am a survivor of many different things. I am a very strong person, and a lot of people don't like that about me because, when you are a strong person, you bounce back. You bounce back, you weather the storm. And a lot of people will not like that about you because people will do things on purpose to destroy you. People will set up booby traps because they want to destroy you. People do things on purpose to break you down and destroy you. And when you are strong, none of that is going to work. Now, I'm not saying that Mikayla Raines was weak, but she was very sensitive. And it started to it took a toll on her, and she ended her life on June 30th, 2025. Now, she was being harassed. I don't know how long this young woman was being harassed. She was 30 years old, very young. I'm 33, but she was being harassed and cyberbullied for years. From the research that I did, she was being cyberbullied and harassed for years. There was nothing wrong with what she was doing, but people were They were accusing her of abusing her animals. And it's the same crap that people were accusing me of, that I was abusing my subscribers. No, what it was, I was getting a lot of attention and getting a lot of subscribers, getting a lot of recognition here on YouTube, getting a lot of views, a lot of support, and a lot of people did not like that. And so they had to try to ruin my reputation. And that's the same crap that they did to these females who were cyberbullying. And I'm going to say that they were female because this is what females do. They smear campaign and bully women online. They harass women online. Most of the people that were harassing and bullying Mikayla Raines were female. They were jealous of her. That's what it was. Mikayla Raines, she made it, and turned her passion into a career, rescuing animals. These animals lived with her. She rescued these animals. She nourished these animals. And now her rescue farm, her husband is taking over. And it's just sad that, people online are just vicious. Jealous women online are vicious. They are vile. They are disgusting. That's why one of the reasons why I no longer allow people to comment on my stuff. Comments are turned off on my YouTube channel. I will no longer post on my post tab because I just learned today that the reason why YouTube will not allow YouTubers to turn off their comments on the post tab, it used to be called the community tab, is because YouTube is all about community. And so YouTube allows you to turn off your comments on your YouTube videos and YouTube shorts, but not on the post tab. So I decided I'm not going to post on there anymore. I will just, if I want to post a quote or post a selfie or whatever I want to post, as long as it's not anything that anyone can screenshot and use against me or use as ammo, I will post on my Instagram, because Instagram is a safer community. Instagram allows you to turn off your Instagram story replies. It allows you to, Instagram just allows you to have better control over your comments. So comments are not turned off on my Instagram, but I have it set up to where people who follow me, who I follow, can comment. But since I follow no one, and the reason why I follow no one, I keep my following at 0. I keep it at 0 because I don't want people snooping through, jealous women and nosy people snooping through my following list who I follow, because I know people are stalkers online and they snoop and they keep tabs. So I want to shed some light and spread awareness on cyberbullying and cyber harassment, because this kind of crap really makes my skin crawl. I'm just disgusted by the level of harassment and cyberbullying that this woman was facing for many years. She wasn't doing anything to anyone. She was doing something that she loved, rescuing animals. And she created a YouTube channel dedicated to doing something that she was passionate about, which was rescuing wild animals, nourishing them. She had a fox. She had a fox farm, and she hung herself. And unfortunately, her husband found her. And you know, my condolences go out to Mikayla Raine's husband, her daughter, her family, her supporters, her loved ones, her friends, her family. I am just saddened by the news. Like, this is disgusting and this has to stop. Jealous women online are dangerous. If you are a sensitive woman, if you are highly sensitive, please do not come on social media, please, because jealous women will tear you to shreds. And even if you do come online, if you do decide to have an online social media presence, limit your comments. But even if you turn your comments off, they're going to find a way to harass you. For example, harassing you on Gasoline Alley, Reddit forums, creating YouTube channels to harass you, harassing you in the comment section on other YouTube channels. I've never heard of, they will even harass you on Instagram, TikTok. So even if you limit your comments and turn your comments off, jealous women will find a way to harass and bully you. So if you are a sensitive person, in my opinion, I think that you should not have an online presence, because jealous women will tear you to shreds. Jealous women are disgusting. This is the kind of crap they do. And if you are a sensitive woman, you need to be careful with having an online social media presence, because jealous women will bully you and they will drive you to suicide. Now, the smear campaigns that I experienced here on YouTube were vicious. It did not drive me to suicide, because I am not a sensitive person. And I am not going to allow people to have that kind of power over me. I'm not going to allow some jealous woman online to drive me to kill myself. No, ma'am. You don't have that kind of power over me. And, it's just sad. It's just sad that Mikayla was going through this and she was suffering in silence. And it's disgusting that you can't even do something positive in your community and have a YouTube channel dedicated to what you are doing, because there's so many jealous people on social media who are jealous by what you are doing. Jealous women don't want you to be in the spotlight. They don't want you to be the star of the show. And Mikayla, she was a star of the show. She was a YouTube star. And a lot of women were jealous of her for what she was doing. She had a passion. She was doing something positive in her community. Most people could not rescue a dog. Most people couldn't even rescue a dog, let alone a fox. Mikayla Raines rescued almost 200 foxes. And she turned it into a profitable business. And that's why a lot of women were jealous of her. And also, Mikayla Raines was a beautiful woman. A lot of people were jealous of her for her attractiveness. This is one of the reasons why I stay away from women. I don't befriend women. And this news about Mikayla Raines really, it does anger me. It angers me because the viciousness of it. That these women were, that's why my last video, I said jealous women are relentless. These women were relentless. It's almost like they wanted her to end her life. They wanted her to be completely miserable. And she was miserable because of these women harassing her. They were harassing her because they did not want her to, they were jealous of her success. That's why you got to be private. You got to be private. Now, I'm not saying that Mikayla should have never started a YouTube channel, but in my opinion, I think that she should have, I can't think of the word. I think that she should have, better protected her brand. I think that her brand, Save a Fox, should have been better protected. And I have no words. The level of viciousness, that's why this is one of the reasons why I stay away from women. I will never befriend a woman. Never. Because most women are jealous. This screams the level of viciousness. The viciousness of the smear campaigns that I experience here on YouTube is the same level of viciousness that Mikayla Raines experienced here on YouTube, on Reddit forums. It screams women, female. The people who are behind Mikayla's death, they should be prosecuted to the fullest extent. There needs to be an investigation. And from what I heard, Save a Fox Snark has been banned from Reddit. Reddit needs to be shut down. You know, there are forums where people get on and talk crap about influencers, especially female influencers, YouTubers. And Mikayla Raines was one of the influencers that people created a forum about and was talking about. They were harassing her and bullying her. And she couldn't take it anymore. She could not take it anymore. And that's why I'm doing this video, to spread awareness. If you don't have to suffer in silence. There is help. There is help. If you are being cyberbullied online, if you are being harassed, please speak up. You don't have to suffer in silence. You know, do not take what people are saying about you personally. Okay? It is all a projection. People are haters. Mikayla Raines was doing something big in her community. She rescued over 150 beautiful wild foxes. Not only do you have to be brave to do what she was doing, you have to have a talent. Rescuing animals is not easy. You can end up, it's dangerous too. Foxes, they have teeth, they can bite you. Rescuing animals is dangerous. So not only was Mikayla Raines brave, you know, she was fearless. And that was another trait that these jealous women hated about her. They hated her because she was fearless, she was brave, beautiful, smart, you know, and successful. She was successful. She built a brand off of her passion, rescuing and saving foxes. And that's why they targeted her. They were jealous of her. They were jealous of her. And this is, I'm not saying that I hate women, but I keep women away from me because I know how women are. I know how women are. Not all women are jealous and vile and disgusting and vicious, but most women are vile. Most women are jealous, and what they do to you, I know what women do to other women. You know, they jealous women will drive you to suicide. If you are a sensitive person, they will drive you to suicide. Jealous women are hateful, you know, and I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to put this video out as a tribute to Mikayla Raines, and also to spread cyberbullying and cyber harassment awareness. You know, what happened to Mikayla Raines, I am sad to hear the news. You know, my heart goes out again. My heart goes out to her family, her friends, her loved ones. She will be missed. You know, and it's just sad that people will not allow other people to shine. You know, and Mikayla Raines was a beautiful person. She loved her animals, and it's just disgusting. It's disgusting, you know, just how humans, I don't even know what else to say. I am just disgusted by the level of viciousness that you know, the bullying, harassment that she was dealing with and going through for so many years. And it took a toll on her mentally. And it breaks my heart that she was suffering in silence. You know, I watch a lot of her videos, and not one time did I suspect that she was battling depression. She always came on camera bubbly, smiling, in good spirits. But that just goes to show you that you never really know what people are going through in their personal lives. You know, and again, you know, this is really sad. And so the whole gist of this video, people were jealous of her. A lot of women were jealous of Mikayla Raines, and I don't care if people don't like what I have to say. I said what I had to say in this video. The reason why Mikayla Raines was targeted by so many people, the reason why she was being bullied and harassed online, and people were smearing her, they was tarnishing her reputation by saying that she was abusing her animals. People were saying that I was abusing my subscribers, which was not true. Mikayla Raines was not abusing her foxes. What it is, people were jealous of her. They were jealous of her success, and especially a lot of people in the fur community, and they made her pay for it. They made her life miserable, and they were relentless. Anywhere where Mikayla Raines had a social media presence, they harassed and cyberbullied her. You know, and the FBI needs to get involved in this. And the people should be held responsible. People who cyberbully and cyber harass other people, they think that they can get away with it because they are online and hiding behind a fake account and a fake anonymous name. But if you're going to bully and harass somebody online, I want you to know this. I want you to understand this, that you are leaving digital footprints. Just because you are hiding behind an anonymous account with a fake name, a fake profile picture, it can be traced back to you, and you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent. And so cyberbullying and cyber harassment, it is a crime. Stalking is a crime. Not only was Mikayla Raines harassed and bullied, they were stalking her. There is no way for someone to harass you, harass and bully you online and not stalk you. These women, these people in these groups on Reddit, they were relentless. They were relentless at making her life miserable because they were jealous of her life. They were jealous of the money that she was receiving from her fundraisers. They were jealous of the support her YouTube channels were getting, her Instagram accounts, TikToks. They were jealous of her recognition. They were jealous of her, that they wanted her spot. And unfortunately, you know, it seems like they won, because Mikayla, she ended it all. She ended her life, but you know what? She leaves a legacy behind. And this is one of the reasons why I don't allow people access to me. Comments are turned off. Yes, ma'am. I don't allow people to comment on my stuff. No, ma'am. My DMs are open, but most people won't get a response. Now, if my man DMs me, he will get a response. And a few other people will get a response. But most people will not get a response if they were to DM me. My DMs are open, but they are not open to everyone. Only a select amount of people, a handful of people. Comments are turned off on my YouTube channel, and they will remain turned off in an effort to protect myself from online harassment, bullying, cyberbullying, trolling. I don't tolerate that. I'm not a sensitive person, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit up here and allow somebody to troll me. I like, in my opinion, having comments turned on, I just see it as giving toxic people an opportunity to say anything they want to say to you. Giving people an opportunity to talk trash, talk to bully you. I'm not going to give people an opportunity to bully me. I have full control over my YouTube channel, and one of the ways I control my YouTube channel is not allowing people access to me in the comments section. So with that being said, my heart goes out to Mikayla Raines. My condolences go out to Mikayla Raines' family, friends, loved ones. I am saddened by the news. I am disgusted to hear the news that, she was going through this, and it breaks my heart. And so thank you for watching this video. I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. I appreciate you watching this video, and I will see you in my next upload.